Have your questions answered today. Call 800-849-0276 right now. 800-849-0276.
So what size did you start off with?
As far as my hair, I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no clue.
Because I see some that are, some of them like small, some of them kind of medium,
Yeah, so I have
and
way
then
more.
combined. Okay,
I
yeah,
have a lot
because,
more.
yes.
And so
So I see that they've been combined.
started growing them out when I was in Louisville. I moved to Raleigh 3 years ago. So I
Okay.
found a new barber. And that barber, he was like, he's cut me up quite a bit. He's gotten higher and higher.
I see. Now, did you want him to be that high, or he just kind of
I mean,
took the liberty?
They were kind of thinning down. Anyway,
Yes. And so when they start doing that, then you got to combine them.
right.
So they
there
don't
might
pop.
be some that are like 2 or 3 strands back there.
Yes, yes. That's what made me ask. So, are you originally from what is it, St. Louis?
Kentucky.
Okay, Kentucky. Okay.
So I'm originally from Kentucky. I moved to Raleigh for this job that I have now, and then moved here.
Yes, because the way you said Louisville, I was like, okay, yeah, he from the Midwest.
That's that
He
giveaway.
is from the Midwest somewhere. Okay, makes complete sense.
So I've had my hair probably for 6 or 7 years.
Okay.
I trimmed it 2 summers ago, like really short, like above the shoulder.
Really? Well, it grew right back, huh?
Yes. So it's been a little while.
Yeah.
I was thinking about trimming it again. I
Yeah.
don't know how it looks after this.
Yeah.
But yeah, who knows what's going on.
Yeah, because I'm looking like, okay, I see some small ones in here,
Some
and then
larger
larger
ones. And I
ones,
think
yeah.
the smaller ones are from when they're shaving
Okay.
the hair and the kind
Yep.
of
Yep. Because that will thin them.
and then they start thinning.
Yeah, for sure.
And the person back home in Kentucky, she uses like a comb to twist it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
the person that was doing the Raleigh saying that might be the reason why it's thinning too. It's separating them.
And what was her method?
Isn't it a comb?
Oh, she was using a comb.
And
Okay.
the one in the Raleigh, she was palm rolling.
Yes, I'm a palm roller.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep, I'm a palm roller for sure.
That's cool.
Yep. I will get to the roots with the comb, but 9 times out of 10, we're not really using the comb. We're palm.
That's fine with me.
Yep. Palm rolling, natural. And then I'm not a logician by a long shot. I can do them. I just don't necessarily advertise.
Well, I just need to find something. I used to try to get it done every 6 weeks, I suppose.
You said every
6 weeks.
okay, yeah,
So
that's a good frequency
I'm
too.
pretty regular.
Yep.
I work out 5 or 6 days a week, so it's like sweat build up.
Yes.
So
So you
saw-
definitely want to get that off your scalp
Right.
when you
saw
can.
when you were-
Yes. That's why I was like, let me grab the clarifying shampoo.
Yeah, can I try to wash it on my own?
Yeah. And we conditioned them today too. Yeah, so we got I got a lot of the debris out. Hi. I'm trying to do hair right now. What kind of hair are you trying to do? What kind of hair do you like? Braids, locks, weaves, Babadook. Is that how you pronounce that? Did I pronounce that right? Talking to people on YouTube?
Are you talking to me?
Talking to the braids. Okay, cool beans. Yeah, so I braid a lot. I got a lot of braid videos. What kind of braids do you do? Do you stitch braid or do you do like singles, plaits? But, okay. So comb twisting, that's like so the old way. Oh, singles. Okay. I used to do that like when I was younger, like 20 something years ago. I barely do them now. It take a lot for me to like go do some singles. I don't think my hands as fast as they used to be. Hi, Big R 510. Hello. See, I'm growing my YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'll be quiet.
No, you're supposed to talk. You're supposed to talk. You're supposed to talk.
I didn't even
Yeah.
have a YouTube channel.
So I just recently like started using it again, like a month ago. So yeah, I get pretty high views.
Really?
Like 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 sometimes. I think the highest might have been like 16,000. Huh? Yeah. Trying to get up there with the big dogs.
I see that. I mean, there's a ton of eyes out there.
Right.
That's the thing. It's enough for everybody.
It's enough for everybody, that's for sure.
Do you do like tutorials on how to?
I do. And so, I'll work and I'll just let them watch me.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's a good idea too.
And I don't mind, certainly don't mind. And once I'm able to like be monetized, which should be soon, I'll start doing some like real one-on-ones and some subscriptions and memberships and stuff.
Has that usually any like clients coming in from you? Has that usually any clients coming in from people that like refer you from looking at your videos?
So yeah. So cause I do stuff on like TikTok too. I get a lot of people from TikTok. Like I was surprised because I don't do that well on TikTok. But I get like quite a few people. They're like, oh, I saw you on TikTok, and I was like, really? Okay.
That's pretty cool.
I didn't think nobody paid me attention over there. But look, okay, I'll take it. I'll take it.
For sure.
I'll take it.
It's a great way to market yourself that hadn't really do anything.
Right.
So you have to like edit the videos, or you just kind of put it up live.
So I'm gonna I've recently found my laptop. I'm gonna and I heard there are more options for like YouTube if you're using your laptop. I'm gonna try to figure out like what to do because I heard there are more options. But the lives, I think I'm not sure if you could edit them. I just want to put music over them.
Yeah.
I prefer that. But my other videos, oh yeah, you become an editor, a cinematographer, and everything else. So. Yep.
You say you've been doing it for 6 years?
Been here?
Been doing the video content.
Oh no. So okay. So I started the channel like when I first moved here, which would have been almost 9 years ago. I never did anything with it. I have like one video on how to do zipper braids. That video got like 144,000 views, right? But that's years ago. I never went back in to do anything with my channel until a month ago. And so I've grown my subscribers damn near by 700 in like 3 weeks time.
Wow.
And then like, I got over like 100-something thousand views, almost 200,000 views. And so I'm gonna get there.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
I'm gonna get there.
I feel like that's just being consistent.
Right. Just be consistent. And a lot of times, we give up. I'm gonna combine these two.
That's fine.
Okay.
Do whatever you think you
Yep.
need to do.
Because I'm like, that one on life support. We gotta combine this one. Okay, this one is on. These two right here. Do. Yeah. And it's probably from like haircuts or whatever, wear. But
Yeah, you
we gotta
see
combine them.
The edges.
Yep.
They're lining me up.
Yep.
Probably pretty thin.
I mean, I don't know why they don't understand that. It literally zaps the hair off.
I don't understand either.
It's not like the hair come back, When you cut it, it's gone. So yeah, we had to combine these ones right here. But yeah, it's all good. So I could tell that you had a lot of them. You know,
Yeah, I had
a nice amount.
I did.
Yeah, I could tell. I could see. So let's see.
Because they were kind of in a faux hawk pattern.
They were,
Like kind of had like the faux hawk before,
yes.
and they were like a little bit lower on the
So
side.
now they just started taking it in more and more. Like who told you to do
I
that?
think it was just leaning like steady, like you're seeing.
Yeah.
And then you would nick them.
Right.
It's like,
Bro, come on. That's terrible. Come on, Barbers.
I know. It's like, well, I can't just put it back in, so it's like,
Right. You can't put the hair back.
exactly. You can just put it back anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah. Because when it's down, it looks like you have a head full.
Yeah,
You wouldn't be able to tell necessarily that you only have like a mohawk going on.
Like what? No. I got it. Why don't you call up that goofy looking boyfriend of yours?
So you try to do a certain amount of live videos, like a week.
I try to do like live every day
Yeah.
whenever I have a client in my chair. But I think what I am going to start doing, I have like a mannequin because sometimes it gets slow. So I got to think about what am I going to do in the slow times. I can do tutorials like on my mannequins in the slow times. Just braids that people that are not popular, braids that I know other people don't know how to do. Like that's stuff that I can do. Yep. I'm gonna offer like full looks on my membership.
What do you mean by full work?
So like a full style, like just basically doing a full style from beginning to end. I'm gonna offer that in my membership. So if it's something like a popular style that somebody needs to know how to do, I'm gonna offer it in my membership. That way, you know, if they do hair or if they braid or they're like upcoming braiders, they can simply just subscribe, become a member, and they'll have access on like step by step on how to do these particular looks. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Is there a certain amount of like subscribers you need to get to before you can monetize it?
So you need 1,000.
Okay.
I have 1,000, but I need the watch hours now. So I need like public watch hours. Like I need like 3,000 more. So I think I got like 1,000 something watch hours. And what I don't know how they break that down because if you look at who's viewing, you know, I have almost 200,000 views, but it is I don't know like how they make the distinction of like how they break it down.
Yeah.
So that's what I got to figure out. Like how is this broken down?
I wonder if it's like a certain amount of time you have to watch.
Right, because that's gonna make the difference. So I was figuring that maybe that's what it was. So I got all these views. It's ugly. Okay, well thank you, Camilla. Sometimes they get on here and troll. I'm like, that's not very nice, Camilla.
I'm sure there's always somebody trolling.
Right. So that's the other part of it. But there's no place for like people being rude and mean. We don't do that over here. We're not rude to each other. Okay? Okay. We're not rude to each other over here. We won't do that. We gotta talk to them because, you know, otherwise it'll get out of hand.
Yeah. No.
And I don't. So no negative energy. We only going up. Yes, I just combined these last two on the edge as well.
That's fine. I trust you.
Thank you, Babadook. We getting it together. So you have a busy week? Huh?
That website that you sent me to, it's put out a different address.
So, you know what? As a matter of fact, I have to email them because, you know, I have moved like a few times since I've had that website. I've had that website for years. But whenever I'm at another address, it won't ever let me just disconnect
Really?
because it's two addresses on there. I think maybe in your first confirmation, you're gonna get both of these addresses. You're gonna get that old one and then you're gonna get this one. And then your confirmation, your reminder, is gonna send you to the old address.
Yeah, so I thought
So
section was
it's
like,
freaking
"Is this
weird,
the place?"
right? And I was like, yep, because I already know what he's talking about. But yeah, I got to get it together. I got to get it together. So I had a young man coming here. He had not had his locks done in 5 months. I had to charge him like for a freaking install.
Was it that bad?
Yeah, it took me 3 hours. Yeah, I mean, and his hair was really thick too. So I had to. I mean, it's like over 3 hours. And he was like, I know. I'm like, son,
5 months?
5. He told me since like August. This was a month ago. So, in his like afro, it was twice the size as yours.
Was it really?
Yeah. I'm like, whoa. Like, what the hell? You trying to get wigs or something?
Seriously.
He was just like, no, my mom kept telling me. I was like, listen, I'm not doing your hair if you come in here and you wait 6 months. I'm not doing it.
No way.
I'm going to send you to somebody else.
No way.
Because that's too much work for me.
That's just nasty.
Then, like, the pulling it apart and oh my God. Because you got to repart it.
Yeah,
You got to refine the parts.
I
And
feel bad that you're doing
that's what takes so long. So, I was like, come on, bro. What you got going on? And it hurts. Like, I said, it hurts. I know it hurts. I don't have them, but I know it hurts. When you got to pull the locks apart.
I'm sure it's not the first time.
Right. And my little cousin, he came in here like that too. And I told his mother, I said, oh no, I'm not doing his hair again. And I love y'all, but y'all know I already don't do locks like that. And then you gonna send him here like that? I said, oh no. What be going on with the young men? They don't care. The no care culture.
Kind of weird.
Come on, kids.
How's the hair look? Does it look decent?
Yeah. And the ones that are kind of like fuzzy, I'm just trying to like, you know, wrap the hair around, wrap that extra hair around like these pieces here. Yeah.
I'm glad I found you though. So now I can
Good.
keep on maintaining decent
Yep.
shape. Out there at work looking ridiculous. I'm talking in front of people all the time. And get this hair taken care of.
Facts. I'm gonna put my sandals on. That's my work shoes. Yeah, I be having like 2-3 pairs of work shoes. I just like switch them on whenever I feel like I need to. I listen to my feet.
Have to.
Mm-hmm.
Important.
Yep. I listen to my feet. So I buy shoes like every like 2 months. new pair of like work sneakers or something. I just want something that feel like clouds.
Yeah, you gotta have something comfortable. You want to be standing up all the time.
Yeah, but the weather's starting to break, so I don't have to wear sneakers anymore. And be in something like nice and comfy all day, cause Crocs don't do it.
No.
Everybody think Crocs, no, hell no. But I had some, what do you call the shoes that the doctors wear and the nurses?
The clogs?
They're clogs, but I can't think of the brand. What was the brand?
I'm not sure what the hell is doing, but I've seen
You see, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, surgeons,
Yeah,
PAs,
you know what I'm talking
wear
about.
those clogs.
Yep.
So they have to be comfortable. They stand
Yeah,
there for
and
hours
they
on
be
end.
all right. Like they probably about 5 hours of wear before your feet be like, okay, girl. Okay, go find something else now.
Question, why do you want to introduce crazy to the family?
Okay, have you seen our family? I think we got that wrong. Look, Linda's not crazy, his dad is.
Well, crazy can't be genetic or hereditary. Already in his blood. I mean, like, you know the saying, crazy don't fall far from the tree. In the room. Many people don't know they're loony. And after they say or do something loony, they don't think it's loony. I mean, look at his eyes. They ear like a cuttlefish.
Is he right into my heart?
What? Sick. Hey, have you guys checked your date contact yet? Since you left the jail, there's like 9,000 followers around.
Oh, wow.
Look, we got this idea, but we're gonna need your help. We got some dirty with that.
What's your YouTube channel called?
Just my style. This my saying, it's my name.
Like fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'll subscribe.
You have YouTube?
I do.
Okay, good.
I'll subscribe.
Okay, yep. Do you have a channel too?
No.
Okay.
No. I try to stay behind the camera.
Okay. Yeah. And I barely show myself in the camera. Hi
I
guys.
don't mind if that's what helps you.
I don't show myself in the camera. I'll be like, yeah. Don't y'all want to see what I'm doing? And
Yeah,
but then you have people who only watch so that they can see you.
of course.
And then you have people that they want to talk to you. And I don't mind talking. Like if I see the comments, I'll respond. It's giving at night. I'm scared.
Too much space? In between or what?
Kind of, sort of. Like this one is like thicker. And then you have this one over here. Yeah, I'm gonna combine it. Because if not, it'd be like super thin if I don't. And then I want you to end up losing that one.
Can't lose too many more.
Some more lock gel. So circles is like the same as putting them in a clip. So you see me kind of like turn lock over. It's the same as like using a clip, just help you move a little bit faster. And all this extra hair, y'all see this extra hair? Just kind of take it and wrap it around. So you don't have any fuzzies.
How do you learn how to do this?
I think just like watching, maybe. The guy I used to work for, like they are master locticians.
Oh, really?
And I mean, they are phenomenal. And so he would be twisting them locks up so fast. I'm like, oh my God, how in the hell are you doing that? Because I used to twist them with a comb too. And he's like, no, you don't have to do it with a comb. And I'm like, okay, well, show me what y'all doing. Show me. Okay, come in a little bit. But yeah, they don't use combs like barely at all to separate. And then be that.
So that's something that people use just in the beginning? Like
Well,
part of it, or is it just kind
I
of?
think it's a comfort thing too. You know, and if you never saw another way, or you like the way you do things, then you know, because it's not like people don't know or they haven't seen. There's some people like to do things a certain way.
Yeah.
Can't blame them.
Well,
Can't blame them. Like I stitch braid. I see people using combs to stitch braid. The only way that I'll use a comb is if my pinky nail that I use to stitch, this right here, if it's broken. It's the only way you'll ever see me use a comb. Other than that, I'm not using no comb. Take me an extra 30
I'd
minutes.
say the slower to use a comb.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my pinky to create those stitches. But everybody has their thing, you know. They got their own little way of doing what they want to do or how they want to do it. And I don't knock them. This is not a thing for me. And then, you know, you got to evolve too. And I said, you have to evolve.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, you know, sometimes an issue for some people. Like, they haven't evolved.
Yeah.
You've been doing hair for 20 years and you haven't evolved at all. Like one of my colleagues, her work looks like it's consistent, but it's the same since I met her 9 years ago.
Really?
The same. It's turning out good. Thank you, Babadook. Appreciate you. But yeah, 20 years. And it was like, so I never want to be left behind.
Yeah, me neither.
No, I don't want to be left behind. I want to always know how to evolve. Learn and grow. You have to in this industry if you're going to stay. You better learn how to do the newest things that people out here asking you for.
That's true.
I'm telling you, or they start going after people. So, yeah. But I'd rather teach.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind keeping the clients that I have now, but as far as like new people, if I could teach, I would go teach in a heartbeat.
Yeah, teaching's fun.
Yep, a heartbeat, I would do it. And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Because I know I can't stay behind a chair forever. I know that. And it's time for me to evolve and grow. Yeah.
Where would you teach? Just like
So
online?
I would not mind, I wouldn't mind teaching online, but I really want to work with the youth. And I wouldn't mind like being at a hair school. I wouldn't mind. I think I'm going to draft up something and see if I can go back to the hair schools that I went to
Mm-hmm.
and offer like braids 1 week out of the semester for the girls. Yep. I would do it.
Did you go to hair school here or in New York?
Florida.
Florida.
Yep. I would do it. So I'm actually just reach out. All he could say is no.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, my mother's husband's best friend owns one of the schools I went to. He owns one of the hair schools I went to. And so it's been on my mind for a long time. I remember when he told me that I probably wouldn't make much money braiding. Because I know you don't want to do that, and you don't want to do this, and you don't want to do that. Boy, what a lie that turned out to be. I'm just saying, you know. Just because somebody tell you you can't do something doesn't mean that they're right. So, but yeah, I would love to go in the school and educate the girls. Because, you know, they don't really teach braiding like that in these hair schools. When it's such a fundamental part of the culture,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Who doesn't get their hair braided? White people want to get their hair braided too.
That's right.
And they do.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get this out your face. But yeah, and they do. It's like, and I know how to do ball braids. Not just the braids that black people wear. And so that's what I was saying about starting up these videos. I'm gonna start taking my stuff home every day, my production equipment, and work on those mannequins. and just put my videos out. How-tos.
Sounds like you already have a good following, so.
Yeah, and I have a huge following on Instagram. I have like 63,000 followers.
Wow.
But yeah, just growing my followers and stuff on other platforms. It's been a, thank you. That's been, you know, the main thing. Growing them.
I feel like that comes organically.
It does. So, you know, like I style for like celebrities and stuff. But I haven't put any of that stuff on this channel yet.
Really?
I said like maybe I'll do it. I could be timid. And I said I wasn't gonna be timid this year. So I was gonna stop being so timid.
I think people like to see that.
Yeah. But I don't want it to be the only reason why they follow me. I shouldn't care.
I didn't say you should. No.
I shouldn't give a shit, to be honest, but I gotta go. Bye. Thanks for watching. But yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna start posting some of that footage.
I think that'd be a good idea.
I don't want them to be like, oh, she only posting that for clout. I'm not. It's the work I do.
I say, yeah, if you do a good job, you do a good job.
It's the work I do. Okay, perfect. Because I have an interview at 2 o'clock. So.
Are you interviewing, or are you interviewing somebody?
No, I'm interviewing for like to go work with kids. Like that's what my degrees are in. Well, I have a degree in human behavior and one in psychology.
Oh, nice.
So I was like, for the, I guess the direction that I want to go into, so I want my own organization where I can like kind of teach kids grades. I was like, I know what that did for me when I was growing up as a teenager. I know what that did for me in my life. And it's taken me to places I never thought I would go. So why not, you know, teach other people what I know how to do?
That's all.
You know, because, yeah, each one teach one. And I don't believe in, like, hogging knowledge. Because what are you going to do? Are you going to die with it?
Oh, yeah, I'm single.
People die with it.
Yeah.
So my aunt, she called me, like, on my 36th birthday or something. And was like, you know, I need to talk to you. She was like, there's some things that you're going to have to start doing. And I was like what? She was like, the book. And she was like, what is your legacy going to be? I said, I thought about that. And she was like, you know, where's all the potential at? If you think about where the potential is, okay. And where, like, you know, people, where's all the talent? She said, in the graveyard. And so I had to think about that. I was like, in a graveyard? She was like, it's in a graveyard. And I'm like, And so she basically was saying, like, people die with their talents and their gifts, and they never, you know, like, some people never pass that stuff along. She was like, you know, you're going to have to start thinking about, you know, what do you want to leave behind? What do you want your legacy to be? And I was like, And so I've been thinking about it for the last, 3 years? Ever since she called me. Well, this was 2 years ago.
That's something that's, at 36, it's hard to think about.
Yeah, like, I should have been thinking about it. But yeah, like, I need to really just be consistent with that. And really get on it. So I already, like, wrote down some of the things that I would want my nonprofit to include. And I just have to put it in ChatGPT.
Yeah.
And send it to my cousin. She was like, I'll help you. I was like, okay. Because that's something I want to be able to go home once a month and do. I want to be able to go back to New York, you know, my roots, where I grew up at, and talk to the kids and the girls. Because it's easy to just, you know, easy to get distracted.
Oh, especially now.
Yeah, it's easy to fall into peer pressure. And I was like, hair was an outlet for me. Hey, Miss Tanya. And it kept me out the street. you know, it saved my life. A lot of times I could have got in trouble, could have been in jail, you know, just idle time. And what was I doing? Somewhere trying to stick my hands in somebody's head so I can get some money, go buy me some clothes and some sneakers and keep my hair done and my nails done and just take care of myself and take care of my son. And it's really taken me places I never thought it would. Like I never imagined. You know, like I'm being flown out, or I'm working with rappers, or I get to work with athletes. I never saw that. Never saw that.
That's gotta be cool.
Yeah. And so, you know, just to let a child know, hey, if I can do it, it can be done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I feel like kids, they have to be able to see it in their own
They have to be
eyes.
able to see it. Because a lot of grown people don't have hope.
Right.
You know, can you imagine like a kid who's never really seen outside their city walls?
Yeah.
So, and it took me having to like leave everything I knew. Even people told me I shouldn't do it. They're like, no, don't do that. And you know, that's far, or it's saturated, and you know, you should just stick with using your degree, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't step out on faith. And if y'all listening and y'all can hear me, don't listen to people that, you know, kind of like discourage you to not have faith. Don't listen to them, okay? I'm a living witness, not to listen to those people. I'm a testament. But yeah, I'm gonna start uploading my little videos. 'Cause I got so much footage. So much footage. And so they get a little bit bigger up here. I'm trying to figure out what we got going on up here.
Yeah. Maybe that's as good as mine.
Okay.
Because I'm separated with my hands, obviously, as you can tell. So there's no telling what those things are.
Right. So they're big up here. I'm gonna figure it out, but I'm gonna try to like maybe like by the next time you come in, I'll try to figure out a way to like separate them and make more.
Okay.
And it is gonna require like some human hair
Mm-hmm.
because I'm gonna have to like cut because this looks like it's combined. Like I can feel it. I guess this was obviously it's more than one, but like cut it and I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna do the research because they're big up here.
Yeah,
They're the back
they're,
here,
yeah, they're big.
and we gotta figure that. We gotta
They
figure
were
that out.
bigger,
Right.
more than anything.
They was bigger.
Well, not these,
Oh, okay.
but just the ones in the back, obviously, they were a lot bigger.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to figure that out. Like, you want to keep this size, or you want to make them all this size? So I'm gonna let you ponder on that.
Yeah, I'll
Figure
think
out-
about that.
Figure out what you want to do. Because if that's the case, then we can just start combining them if you want to. But then you're gonna have less locks,
Mm-hmm.
obviously. But yeah, I'll be educating out in San Francisco on March 30th.
Okay.
So there is a program, it's called Freedom Braiders. They go into the jails and they teach the women how to braid.
Mm-hmm.
And now I see like they're a regular hairstylist too. And what that does is give them a chance when they get out, when they get released, or while they're in there. You know, like you can be learning something or making money while you're in there too. You know, the recidivism rates, they so high. And if you don't know what it is to like a recidivism, or you don't know what recidivism is, it's basically like a person that keep going to jail over and over and over again. So the recidivism rates, they're so high because when they get out of jail or prison, they're a felon. You know how it is trying to be hired when you have a criminal record.
Mm-hmm.
Like that can be like difficult, it could be a challenge for people. And so what they're doing is going in there, they're giving these ladies these skills, teaching them how to braid or do hair or whatever, and that gives them a chance, another outlook on life. Like you get out, you know how you have skill, you can go make money and take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't have to commit crime anymore. And so when you do teach people and they learn or they get their degree, the recidivism rate, you know, the likelihood of them going back to jail is lower. You know, when they have a skill or when they acquire something while they're incarcerated. So this is what that program is about. And I just love the initiative. And so I was like, shit, I want to come over there and I'll volunteer to be an educator. And so the lady who started the organization, she was just saying that she had a few connections in Atlanta and maybe that's an initiative that we can get going over here. I would love that.
Mm-hmm.
It's right in alignment with what I want to do with the girls. Because I feel like if you can kind of get in their ear and get them the exposure before they go to jail,
Mm-hmm.
you understand what I'm saying? Because I know what my life would have been like if I had stayed home and I wasn't doing anything with myself. I know what I would have been. And maybe not successful. So.
That's an awesome program.
Mm-hmm. So I was like, that is so dope. But I want to get them before they go to jail.
Right.
You know, I want to be able to make a difference, or if I can make an impact before, you know, that happens. Yeah. Throw me some lashes on. Get ready for this interview. I hope that wasn't too painful.
No, not at
Okay,
all.
cool beans. What you eating this time? Oh, okay. I remember them days. I can't eat that no more, but baby, okay. Something smothered with some gravy and rice.
I got right.
Mm-hmm.
But I time I smother it with gravy when I
Frying.
fry it.
Mm-hmm.
We barely have pork chop.
Right. But I
Same
haven't.
cast on look so pretty. I had one.
I had what did I make last night? I had did some ribeyes last night and some filet mignon and salmon. Some like some homemade mashed potatoes, broccoli and asparagus.
Yeah.
And I did some shrimp too.
You had an appetite.
Well, my folks in town,
Oh, okay.
so I cooked for them and you know, my son and stuff. And I did my son a T-bone steak. He liked T-bone. But yeah, the pork chop, I haven't had it in so long. When I eat it, it makes me really, really sick.
It don't make you sick.
Ooh, sick as a dog. Sick as a dog. But my son, like when he used to eat it because I don't think he eat like pork no more like that. But when he did eat it, I would not eat the pork chop. I would just do the gravy and rice.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Brand new. So y'all can see. All right. So y'all hit the subscribe button, okay? Bye y'all. Till next time.